wealth warrior. Okay.
Incidentally, you mentioned about the Chinese market, the
go ahead.
Chinese board, and by the way, he teaches Chinese. So if you want to understand that market, you can consult him as well.
Yeah. Well, okay. There are a lot of investment instruments. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to the. How do you get? Okay. I'm convinced it's a great way to expand my business. It's a great way to hedge. It's also a great way to ensure continuity. So how, if I am an SME, I mean, which I am right now, what are the requirements for me to get in?
Well, you could visit the PSE website. All the legal requirements are there. But again, at the very least,
maybe a few, just a few.
Most important is you should already be making money. That's the core.
Okay.
You should be making money already. And I think at least for 1 year, you should be already be making money. You should be able to show that you will be making money, that the money you earned wasn't just because you sold a one-time and that, you know, there has to be that.
Flow.
Yeah, there has to be a very, very positive cash flow at the very least. And you should also comply with the other. There are quite a number of legal requirements that the PSE asks also, and there are also some minor fees that you should be willing to shoulder. It's not a lot. Plus, there is a minimum amount of your company that you should sell to the public. I mean, you can't just go and say, okay, I'll only sell 5% of my company to the public. There is a minimum, again, depending on your size and a few other things, but it's all detailed there.
All right.
And the thing is, it may seem daunting at the beginning, but at the end of the day, given the benefits that you can get from it, it is at the very least worth exploring.
And it's worth the work, I suppose.
Yes.
All right. So, Kendrick, is there anything else you'd like to add to that?
Well, I personally, with regards to investing in the stock market,
go ahead. Yeah,
it's really a viable instrument. Forget about the hearsays. That's you're gonna lose money. Yes, you may lose money. You can potentially lose money.
But that's the exception.
That's the exception. But as long as you invest in good, solid companies, you're bound to make money in the long run.
Okay, so let's look at our tip box right now. Let's enter the tip box right now. Now, this tip box is for SMEs who want to register in the stock market, okay? Here, actually, I will have to admit, I didn't put all the rules. Like ISS, if you look there, it's pretty daunting. A lot of rules, okay?
Now, sleepless nights doing.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, but it's a lot. It's like 7 pages of rules. Okay, but here are, for me, the most important rules right now for you if you want to, or important criteria if you want to get into the SME board of the stock market. First of all, they look at your integrity, okay, and reputation, capability. Well, according to some people, they actually probably don't look at it that well, but integrity helps. Integrity helps. If you are probably a wetting lord, it will not work for you. All right. So, and then also the companies have to prepare. It has to present growth. Okay, it has to present further growth and profitability, like ISS, cash flow. So that is the best way to prove that. Viability, same again, cash flow with the earning stream. And then, of course, a lack of conflict of interest. What is that, Aya?
Well, it just may be that the business you are in and the people who are running it may sort of have conflicts. Like, okay, you are a business, but 90% of your business actually comes just from one director, or you have, just things on the way you are structured. Because
so it has to be a corporation.
Yeah, it has to be a corporation because you are incorporating already. And the key point there is, again, they just want to also protect the public from businesses wherein they're just being used as fronts, that all of the business actually just comes from one individual, or it's really not viable in the long run, such that if they lose one client, there goes 80% of their income. Those are the things that the PSE wants to minimize, because of course if that one client leaves, then all of the shareholders suddenly suffer. And again, I think one of the things there that has to be mentioned is there is a minimum that you have to sell to the public. And you can buy it back later on, but there is a minimum that you have to sell to the public when you initially list.
Okay, what else are the requirements? Can we show the other part of the tip box again, please?
There.
Okay, so there we have it. You have to be operational for at least 1 year. Okay, the company should have
Positive net operating income.
Should provide net operating income. Okay, during its financial year, and then the company should have a net tangible asset of 5 million. Okay, that means you have to have like cars. If you have a car or a delivery truck, all in office. All the assets have to at least total 5 million.
Yes.
Okay, the next page, please. And these are the fees. Here. You have to have an
minimum authorized capital.
Yeah, minimum authorized capital of 20 million.
And the maximum also of 100 million. That's why it's to fit into the SME.
Yeah, because 100 million, lower than that, sir. Right. It's an SME already.
Yeah, 20 to, that's why SME, 20 to 100 million. If you are over 100 million, then you don't really qualify to be an SME anymore.
Anyway, that might be daunting, 20 million, may 20 million back. Actually, that's authorized stock.
Yes.
That's not the paid up capital. Okay, the paid up capital will probably be in the 2 million range right now. Okay, now let's go to the fees that you have to pay. You have to pay 20K outright. Okay, that's you have to prepare that. 50K for the listing fees, and every year you have to pay 100 pesos for every 1 million of market capitalization that you have, but not lower than 20K. Right, and not higher than 200K. Okay, so for that, here we have another texter.
Yeah, we have a Pablo question.
Yes.
Hi, Rain here. Please give me the website of Mr. Kendrick Chua again.
Okay.
Or your contact number. So the website again is?
Okay, it's thewealthwarrior.net. TheWealthWarrior.net.
Okay, so it's Wealth Warrior. Warrior. Okay, the Wealth Warrior.
.net.
For Kendrick Chua. Okay, and of course, Aya, your company again. Just maybe they have a website
it's,
also.
You can reach us at 994-7424, and our website is www.gicphil.com. And of course, you can also catch me every
Just
before the show if you would like to follow the stock market, and especially since we're in very interesting times. I have to reiterate that in spite of 2008 happening, we've actually surpassed the 2007 highs. We are at all-time highs.
Wow.
So while the rest of the world has been down,
because in the lows,
we have been doing very, very well. And
Greek tragedy and all.
Indications are it will still continue. So I hope that you also tune into that. If you have any questions, you can ask it to me there as well.
Okay, so I think there's one more coming in.
While it's being flashed, I'd like to encourage everyone to visit our Facebook page. In case you have questions, in case you're viewing this at a replay, visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/SME Forum.
Okay.
Like that page.
Yes,
and
please
ask
like it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Facebook/SME Forum. Cool. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Right. All right. Okay, so we're still waiting for the text to actually be.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, somebody subscribed to a Boitis Equity Venture during the 1994 IPO, but he never received a stock certificate until now. What should he do to get the stock certificate?
Okay.
The
correct information, of course.
The correct stock and cash.
The first thing that has to be determined is how did you subscribe? Did you subscribe through a broker, or did you subscribe directly to the underwriter at that time? Since this was in 1994, the procedure was a bit different. The easiest thing to do would be to write the transfer office of Aboitis. To find out who the transfer office is, you can check the PSE website. The transfer office is listed there, or the Aboitis Equity Venture website. And you can write them and call to see if there was actually a stock certificate that was issued in your name and is still outstanding. and they can help you with, because it's a long convoluted process, because the
Well, I think there's a follow-up to that. I mean, according to AEV, they have correct owner registered in their files. Now, how can this person...
There we go. So again, you have to go to the transfer office, and you will have to ask them to issue a new one. If you don't have it, but as of their books you were given, that means that it was somehow lost in the mail in 1994, or someone basically failed to give it to you. But that's the easiest thing now. You go to the transfer office, ask them for the procedure to declare that one lost, to issue a new one, and ask them as well for a record of all cash and stock dividends that you are entitled to, because all of those checks, especially the cash, if it was not cashed in, will go back to them.
Okay.
So you can claim those also, but there won't be any interest on those dividends.
Okay, thank you, Aya. That was from Andrew of Mandaluyong. Thank you for your question. Need more, just contact Aya. So we've come to the end of another show, and it's bitin na naman, ha? Okay, okay. So, as usual, I will leave you with this. You know, business is not about perfection. It's about connection. I'm Boom San Agustin. In behalf of Alvin Tan, this was SME Forum on the Business Portal. See you next time.